saying that when you're giving some amount of money to a beggar, or you're talking to a person of low authority or poor person, or you're talking to a person who is very close to you, or you're talking to your mother or father or your sibling or your friends, or you're just having a random talk with a stranger, or you're just having a high-five conversation with a high authority guy. You know, those all people, when it comes to lowest authority, highest authority, closest person, a stranger, those all people judges you just by this four thing. And it creates authority in their mind just because of this four thing. And especially remember, it doesn't include any kind of qualification, it doesn't include any kind of degree and how much marks you have scored in your school and those all. No. And even especially the best part comes here is people even judges you even if you do not say any kind of words. If you do not say any kind of words, still people judges you that, hey man, you're wealthy. And wealthy here means a person who earns money, who knows how to grow money, who is a person who knows the game of money. So that's what, you're wealthy, you're of a high authority. That person can create that kind of image of high authority of yours. Wealthy, intelligent mind, without even saying a single word. And even, doesn't matter what you're saying, but if your voice, tone is good, people can still judge you with that, oh, nice voice, tone, tonality, still. And you know, here's the most interesting part come. The interesting part is that, you know, these things actually kept confidential from more than 2-3 decades. It has been actually confidential. And these all are things which normally do not anybody knows. Only top people of this world, like world champion of public speaking, TEDx speakers, millionaires and billionaires know. And even if you go to learn these all things, you will find that these all things are only for specific people, and even courses are also there which are really highly expensive, which are actually like they're in like 20 lakhs and 30 lakhs to understand these things. And how these all things work, how people get attracted, how people create an image in their mind that, hey, you are of a high authority. Because nobody wants you to know these all things. Otherwise, value will go down. But you do not have to worry, because in this video, I will really reveal those all things which were confidential from so long. So take this video really seriously. It is a thing which will actually gonna help you a lot. So there we begin with it. So those 4 things which people judges you by are, number 1 thing which most of the people never ever notice, which is actually energy. Your energy matters when you're doing anything, when you're saying anything. Let's suppose I'm like, okay, you know, yeah, correct. You know, right, this is what's the thing. My posture is also right, this is also right, but I'm looking down as my energy is low. So it is creating a bad impact on my energy level is creating bad impact on my posture, my body language. So person is like, okay, your voice is good, your words are good, whatever is doing fantastic, but you're sleepy. You might have experienced this thing that people are there with a great knowledge. Also, they're behaving very correctly, but they're like in a mood of sleepy mode. You might have seen those all kind of people, and you feel like, hey, show some energy. And even energy is this much impactful that you cannot make anybody motivated without your whole energy. You must have seen that those all motivational speakers, they are always in energy that, hey, you can do it, and people get motivated. Why? Just because of the reason energy is transforming, and that energy is creating a great impact on your words and also giving a higher value to it. And your energy also shows that thing that how confident you are, and this much level of energy matters. But people think, it's energy, really? Okay. But no, energy matters. Energy matters. Energy shows your confidence. Energy shows it. So you have to maintain your energy. So first thing is this. And second thing, which is actually the thing which everybody feels like, hey, this thing, people have heard about it, but this much importance? No. Nobody cares. Which is actually body language. And specifically, people think body language and gestures are same. No. Body language includes everything when it comes to your confidence level, when it comes to a level of haptics, when it comes to the thing of that how you're moving, when the thing comes at how you're dressed up, when the thing comes how you're giving your facial expression, when the thing of how you're smelling, what you're wearing. Everything, your dress up, your gestures, your body movement, your facial expression, your smile, how you're smelling, what kind of distance you're maintaining with a person, and if you're offering handshake or not. Those all things matters. And if you want to know much about what is body language and those all things, then you can watch my this video. And I have explained you in detailed manner that what is body language and how much impact it creates. And you know specifically the one greatest part. Most of the people just get rejected just because of body language in the interview. Just because of body language. Why I'm saying this? Watch this video.
है, लेकिन बैठने का तरीका अभी बड़ा कैजुअल है। कैजुअल का मतलब होता है अनौपचारिक। कैसे बैठना है, खड़े होइए एक बार। जब बैठते समय पीछे की तरफ जाएंगे।
Now you must have watched this video and parts that were interviewed. It was an interview of UPSC, by the way, where interviewer is saying that the way you're sitting is very casual. आपका बैठने का तरीका बहुत casual है. You know, body language, according to a research by Elvin Meribian, your body language matters 55%. Out of 100%, just your body language, how you're sitting, how you are walking, what you are dressed up, how you're dressed up, how you're smelling, is your posture straight or not, 90-degree or not, just create 55% of the impression out of 100. Just the way how you're sitting in those all. But if you do not do those all things correctly, you can lose your 55% of the impression, where that person loses, where that person was like, okay, did that person come in the interview of UPSC, but that person was not knowing how to sit properly, and interviewer directly said that the way you're sitting is really very casual. That person loses his 55% of the impression there only. This was important to create. And even your correct body language shows the thing that how confident you are, how much you know. And if you want to know the actual power of body language, go and watch this video. Your mind will be shocked that, hey, really? If we do not even know the content part, if we do not even have a great marks, if we're even having 50-60%, still we can create a great impression just by body language. And even nobody will be like, hey, then nobody will be taking granted that, hey, we have taken this thing. That's what will happen just because of your body language, what kind of expression, how you're just doing acting and those all things. So I prefer you must watch this video. And that's what. And another third thing which actually comes here is, this thing is the thing which nobody even ever heard about, which is actually your tone, your volume, how you sound like. It's also called as your vocal variety. You must have seen that there are people, and even it must happen with you, that you are watching a particular video, or you are listening to a particular person due to a single reason that that person's voice is really very good. It can be that person's voice is a really very deep voice. And even lots of people say this thing that, hey, we listen to songs of this person not because I like the songs, but just because of the reason the voice is really very satisfying. I listen to that person's speech not because of the reason that person says great, but the voice is really amazing, and that voice only creates so much that value to those words. And people have said this thing that voice just makes feel like you are having authority. You know something great. And even when you're having powerful voice, people will give you authority. People will feel like that, hey, you're correct. And it will show that you're confident also. And you can watch this video, the power of voice. I've told you everything, single things, how voice work, what exercise you have to do to make your voice attractive. And that's what, and even some basic things I've also told. And that's what's the thing. You have to be mindful of. Your voice is better. Let's suppose I'm saying something like this. That's what the, and if I'm saying so fast or so slow that you know, this is what is that thing. It creates impact. Or if I'm saying again and again, really loud, really low, it's creating impact on you. It is giving you some feel, some sense of feeling that, hey, something is there, something important. Those all tone, those all speed, and those all things. And that's what. I prefer you to watch this video. You will gain something really valuable. And another thing, the fourth part, which actually comes here is, which is actually the most least part, and people give the most value to it, which is actually your words. After energy, the number one part, and second, the most important. First, the most important, then second most important, your body language. Third most important, your tone, tonality, and the fourth most important, your words. And the fourth come is words. And I don't feel like that I have to tell you something about words and this is what you have to do. This is not what you have to say. Look, if you will take care of these top three parts, top three things, you do not have to worry about still words. It will automatically will create a value in it. But the single thing also here you have to be mindful of, which is that speak less, do more. Speak less, do more. Then it will give you more value. And that's what.